St. Columba Orthodox Church in Fernley, Nevada is a Western Rite parish of the Russian Orthodox Church outside Russia. Ministering to his people and the community there in the high desert, Father William Bauer also shares with us some lessons learned.
What's your picture of heaven? I remember a description from some book where the person saw a green meadow and coming toward him, Jesus Christ, welcoming him to heaven. That may not be exactly what it is, and there's a solid reason why it may not be exactly what it is. One of the things I learned while teaching psychology, it's funny I didn't learn it when I was taking the course, is that we don't see what's there. We really don't. Our eyes pick up on what's there and then transmit the information to our brain, and the brain decides what we see. If we take a look at Scripture, St. Paul writes in Corinthians, "But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for them that love him." That was the King James Version. But if I go to the New English Version, it says, "But in the words of Scripture, things beyond our seeing, things beyond our hearing, things beyond our imagining, things beyond our imagining." And going back to what I learned while teaching psychology, we don't see what we see. We see what our brain tells us is there. How many times have you been looked up or driven down the highway? Fortunately, I hope you're looking up when you're driving down the highway, but every once in a while, you see something coming down the road, you just don't have a clue what it is. And the reason is you've never seen anything like that before, and the brain needs to have seen something and set it in context before it can make sense. If you've never seen it before, it's brand new, and it's going to take a while for you to figure out what it is. Well, then if you want to imagine what heaven is like and it's beyond your imagination, let's face it, we don't really have a clue. The best thing we have is to look at Jesus Christ, God and man, and try to figure out if this is what God is like. Does God look like this? That's the closest thing we have. We have his mother Mary, the Theotokos. Is she what like heaven is like, a mother would like be in heaven? So in essence, in our lifetimes here on earth, we are working out our salvation in fear and trembling with God's help, and we sure do need God's help, working towards something that we can't see and can't even imagine. That's where faith comes in. The ability to see that which isn't there. The ability to imagine that which is unimaginable. Our life here and now on earth, God puts us in the world to know, to love, and to serve him. And so eventually come to meet him in person in paradise. Something that we don't have a clue what it is. But as God himself says, it's better than you can imagine. Sometimes in seeking to know more about God, like the Gnostics say we ought, or like the Gnostics say they knew, we're led to things that are occult, magical, and people who tell us, well, this is really what it's like. They don't know. We're told that we have 10 commandments, and that's a good start. We're told that we are to worship God exclusively. We're somehow, the way we think is we want to pierce the mystery, but the mystery is unpierceable. It's just too much for us to handle. We've got miracles. Well, how could they happen? Well, they happen because God causes them to happen. There's no true civilization here on earth without moral civilization. no true moral civilization without religion, and no exact civilization without Christianity. Here we are, and our best thing to do is to ask God to lead us, ask God to help us, and work toward that which we can't see, but which we will see.
Father William Bauer is the rector of St. Columba Orthodox Church in Fernley, Nevada. The music you hear is Teller of the Tales by Kevin MacLeod, Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. This has been a Western Rite Radio production. Please find us at WROradio.com.